Hi everybody, I am Daniel.
I'm Ivana.
We're gonna talk about future forms.
I'm gonna talk about the real future form. The future simple tense is often called the real tense because we make the future simple with modal auxiliary will. So the question is, how do we make the future simple tense? First, you need a subject plus one auxiliary verb, that is will. No, not that will. And then a main verb. For negative sentences, we insert not between the auxiliary verb and main verb. For question sentences, we exchange the subject and auxiliary verb. For example, in a question, you make will you arrive on time? And in a negative sentence, print we will not leave yet, or I will not be at school tomorrow. So now, how is the construction? When we use future simple tense or will tense in speaking, we often contract the subject and auxiliary will. If it's I will, it will be I'll. And in negative sentences, if it I will not, it will be I won't. Okay, so now, knowing that stuff, how we use the will tense? We use the will tense when there is no plan or decision to do something before we speak, or when we find an spontaneous moment. If you need to write something, you can say to your friends, "Hold on, I'll get a pen." We often use the will tense to make prediction about the future. For example, it will rain tomorrow. Or in the question form, who do you think will get the job? Or in a negative form, he won't get a good grade. In conclusion, we use the will tense to express things that could happen. If we have a plan or intention, we can use others like present continuous or going to.
I'm going to talk about the going to. The going to is not a tense. It is a special structure that we use to talk about the future. The structure of going to is a subject plus be plus going plus to infinite. How do we use going to? We use going to when we have the intention to do something before we speak. We have already made a decision before speaking. Like, here are some examples. I am going to buy a new car. He is not going to make the exam. It isn't going to rain.
We also use the present simple for future events. For example, the course starts next September. The present continuous for fixed future arrangements. For example, they are opening a new restaurant next month. The future continuous for action in progress at a point in future. For example, I will be practicing hard all next summer. The choice of the future is often very subjective, depending on the attitude of the speaker towards the event. We often use times expression referring to the future with these forms: tonight, next week, next month, next year, in 5 years' time.